guys, welcome back to another episode of Life Talk Podcast, where we unpack real life stories, questions, and contradictions shaping how we connect today. I'm your host, Bami, and today we want to dive into messy, mysterious, and sometimes maddening world of modern dating. We talked about the part one before. We just want to, delve back into what we talked the last time we met. So, like I said, from swiping right to getting ghosted, from carefully created profiles to completely confusing situationships, dating today sometimes might feel like a romantic adventure, more like navigating a maze built by an algorithm. We are constantly told these are more options than ever, but somehow finding real connections feels harder than it has been ever been. So what is really going on, guys? In this episode, we want to break down how dating apps have reshaped romance, why emotional ambiguity has become the norm, and how to reclaim intentionality in the world that prizes convenience over clarity. I have with me today five wonderful guests: Diversity, Batsuli, Lola, Chopin, and Chief of Lagos. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. If you was just don't worry, I don't want you guys to introduce yourself. Everybody knows you. So if you want to answer a question, you can just introduce yourself, then ask the question, then from there we can move on. So in the first the part one, we talked about how dating has entered the charts, how the game has changed. We also looked at profiles, projections, creating connections, or selling a brand. Today, we want to go into the other segments that we failed to cover the last time. And we want to talk about ghosting, the breadcrumbing, and situationships. That is the language of ambiguity. So the first two guests that I'm going to talk about is Diversity and Chief, because they were both here in the part one. So they should start, they should open the floor for us. So I wanted to know, honestly, this dating thing nowadays, Chief, I don't know why ghosting has become something that has been normalized as part of dating in this our time. I don't know why. Just tell the person instead of just ghosting and not telling anybody anything. Some people will just ghost person. You understand? Instead of you to just tell the person point blank that this day didn't go well, I don't want to see you. Some people just like block the person for no reason. It's just as bad as it is. So I don't understand why do you think ghosting has become such a normalized part of this our dating game in this our age?
All right, thanks. I'll open the floor. Thanks for directing that on me. That diversity probably can follow up. We usually agree, so you can follow up. But for ghosting, first of all, I can't relate. Let me just put that out there. I can't relate. I don't ghost anyone, and I've been
And
ghosted, but I don't ghost anyone. But I think the reasons why I can attribute that to it's just easy, you know. I think people find it like most people, if they're not going to be if they are going to be put in scenarios whereby they're not accountable to anybody, they'll usually do the easy thing instead of the hard thing. The hard thing to do when you want to break up with someone or stop communicating with someone is to really sit down and have a conversation. That's hard. A lot of people want to avoid that. But I think the easier thing to do is just block, ghost, leave them on red, act. And I think there's something my uncle told me when I was very young, yeah. And I broke up with a girl when I was very, very young. And I'm not going to reveal how old, so that predators will not attack me. But when I was very young, I broke up with a chick. And then my uncle pulled me to the side and he was like, he said, bro, never in your life break up with a girl again. I said, why? He said, he said, one day, he said, one day you'll be sitting in the corner of your bed and you'll remember that girl and you'll be like, why did I do that? So instead, ghost the girl and then one day you can come back and say, my phone was not working, or I was having a hard time instead of breaking up. Obviously, that was toxic advice, and you should not take that. You should be accountable. But that's just to show you the kind of culture that we kind of grew up in, right? People would rather do the easy thing or the hard thing. I don't know if diversity has any contradiction or to add to that or additions.
I mean, like, you're not wrong. And one point you made that I really like resonated with was it's easier that way. And sometimes it's really not even about you that is breaking up with the person, right? Sometimes even the receiver, you don't know if the person can actually take it. Sometimes a lot of girls say, "Oh, tell me the truth, tell me the truth." The honest truth is, can you handle the truth? Do you understand? So sometimes it's best to just do the needful. I'm not supporting it, but I'm not also particularly against. I'll
Talk
allow
the
other,
king.
I'll allow other people. Yeah.
Batuli, have you ghosted someone before? No, everybody keeps saying having hard conversations. It's not easy to have hard conversations because you have to look the person in the face and say, "I don't want to do it again." And you're crying and begging on both sides, say, "Please, please, please, don't, please, please." And at the point, you have to let give because
Quick question, guys. Has anybody here had to break up with someone because their mouth is smelling before?
oh God, really,
Quick question. Or
no,
for any hygienic reason. Or
no.
okay, then because if in that case that's when you really resonate with the hard conversation part of it. How do you tell someone, sorry, the reason why I can't be with you is that your mouth.
So, no. I won't advise you that. That is just
But
no.
you know what, and that's what I'm kind of saying. If we're going to live in a self-improvement accountable society, right, where people improve and kind of be honest with each other, you might be helping the next guy. You don't know, so you need to be honest. Or the girl, sorry, it's not one way. It's not only guys that break up with girls. The girl, you might be helping the next girl,
Mm.
so because it didn't work with you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't really live like how that person can improve or what that person may have done wrong. Just like when you're applying for jobs. Do you like it when a job just denies your application for and then doesn't give you a reason, or will you feel better, if the job
No,
tells you, okay, this and this is why we didn't hire you?
yeah, I agree with you actually because I think I've only been ghosted once in my life, and I had to just like according to me the date went fine, or according to both of us, the date went fine. Next thing, don't they act like I don't want to use vowel language for you, I beg. So at the point, I just have to tell my guy, say, come, this and this and this. The guy said, ask the girl what happen now. So like, me say, I just typed, sorry, what happened? Like, I thought we said that yes, this and this and this and this. And they said no, that she has life issues. I said, thank God, dude. I think say na me. I thought you get life issues, okay, no problem. Then when you sort out your life issues, just allow me.
So at
I
least
know that,
it's not about you.
that at least she gave an explanation that it's not me. That she get issues. So yes, I could take that and just move on with my life instead of like putting me in limbo. Like I'm texting, you're not replying, and that is just like it's not cool at all. I don't think if you want to go somebody, tell the person I want to ghost them and move on. If you don't like the person, tell the person so that everybody can move on. All these complications don't need to be that hard. If you don't like somebody, tell the person you don't like the person. If you want to break up, state with your futures that you want to break up. The reasons why you want to break up, not the one Chief said the other time. I don't support that.
Okay. All right, well, Lola, Shokwa, do you guys agree, disagree? Lola, let's hear from the girls too. Like Lola, we've heard from Batuli.
Okay, I disagree with the hygienic breakup. Just
Why?
I disagree with it. Regardless of whatever it is, you need to have the hard conversation, the difficult conversations. Yeah. If I was the one in that case, I'm sure we might have dated for or might have seen for like 2 or 3 occasions, and then I might have pointed it out because it's not something I would want to live with.
Yeah.
It's not at the point of breakup. I am now giving you reasons
Oh,
for
that's a good
breakup.
point. That's
It
a
must
good
have
point.
been during the course of the relationship, or probably when we met, might have pointed at kind of having funny odor or said it in some kind of way that I
You
feel
bought
good.
you bought toothpaste for his birthday.
necessarily, but then you need to be honest. It's a relationship.
The
It's
signs
a
were
relationship.
there.
It's a
No, but
relationship.
that,
So
you say you disagree, but that means you agree because my point was like, yeah, no matter how hard it is, you
No,
should still
no.
have.
He said that not at the point of breakup. You should mention. You guys have been in a relationship now.
Oh, is that
Especially,
what you're disagreeing with? Is that what you're
yeah,
disagreeing with?
for breakup shouldn't be when we are
The
saying it.
okay. If you want
It
the
should be
person first, three
yeah.
exactly.
three strikes.
It could be five.
Love is forgiveness. Where Shekwe has left us.
Yeah, Chopin will join us back. No, I think it's connection issue. So
Okay.
no worry, you join us back. But I think so. So
Lola, your mic.
but
Sorry.
there's a consensus now. So ghosting is not nice, right? And if I tell you want to ghost, you have to give reasons as to why you're ghosting. But if it is hygienic reasons, talk during the course of the relationship, not at the end.
No, any reasons at all. I think it's not just hygiene. Like I think
No,
you need to give people grace to grow and learn from their mistakes, right? So you don't want to be too like. I mean, sometimes maybe you might see something at like it's not by force. If you're not attracted to someone from the initial part, I guess you can just say so, right? But
yeah,
you should if you like someone and you're sure you like that person, you should give them time to learn from their mistakes because there's this attitude now that's having like I don't know if you guys have seen the online discourse in the past couple of weeks, right? If my man is not this, fuck him. If my woman is not this, fuck him. We also don't want to get to that extreme point whereby like
and
everybody's
F,
just I,
not use F. I beg.
oh sorry, F him, sorry, I on YouTube. Like so I think that must still have something to say about that. Like you don't want to get to the point whereby everybody is now like, oh, you have to meet my rules or get out. I think the world doesn't work in that way. Like nobody's
No,
going to be perfect, and I know, and yes, you should have your deal breakers, but you can't have those deal breakers to be a full list of icks, 120 icks that men give me, you know.
no. Then you're not a human being. You're not ready to be with someone. Yeah. If you have X, like every single thing is an ick for you, then I'm not sure you're ready for a relationship. Shokwe, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my network. Sorry, but
No.
I'm back. Yes.
You wanted to wrap it up for us. What is your feel about the whole thing?
Okay, sorry you keep there. Right, just to
Okay.
quickly add to everybody has been saying, right? I feel like we try to feel everything is a guys or right relationships most especially are not a one sided kind of thing. But we always feel like, oh, for example, because the person's mouth is smelling, you now go. See, sometimes you tell the person your mouth is smell. Oh. The person no go brush their mouth. You tell the person second time your mouth is smell. The person go still do wetin the person want. Bro, there's no point saying it a third time. Just they go. That, so let's stop trying to make it look like talk to the person. Talk to people and they don't listen. Let's be honest. Human beings is
No, I understand people don't listen, but my own is you have to at some point you have to not be magnanimous. Like I understand that people don't listen, but you can't just break somebody's spirit like that.
Guys, let's allow Shokwe go before we get back to this because I
yes.
want to let's allow Shokwe go.
Okay, so for me, I mean, I still think it's not wanting to have the, you know, serious talk in sense that you know that you're supposed to have this communication with this person. Oh, I'm not feeling you, or maybe I thought you were like this, but is what I ordered versus what I got, and all of that, which is quite difficult. But I also think that the kind of relationship you're in will determine if you want to ghost or not. For instance, I'm not saying that's the norm, but for instance, if you're in a casual relationship, I think you can ghost at any time. I think
Mm.
my personal opinion, I think you can ghost her. But if you're down for something serious, say, oh,
Sorry.
for
Define
instance,
define casual. Define casual. Shokwe.
for
Define
instance,
casual.
you guys are just having sex or you just need like a homebody, not necessarily trying to be together forever. Do you get? You're not on the other side, which is like
So,
dating for purpose to get married or
Shokpe, after
So
I shared my body with you, you want to ghost me?
no, no, no. So that's why I said the type of, I mean, I believe in the ideal dating world, you should be on the same page about what both of you want. If it's just casual, oh, let's define it that it's casual. If it's, a long-term relationship,
Even
let's
though,
define it.
even though, even though,
My own
even though.
opinion,
So
like
you
I
chop
said,
my pum
but
pum and you want to ghost me?
That people are
Yeah, you don't get sense, right?
so
definition
that's
that
that's just my personal
psychopath.
opinion,
They say,
man.
like in exams now, if they say define something. That's the very hard thing to do. But they say write characteristics of something. You know, you can write characteristics all day long, but say define. Definition hard gone. Well, yeah, what are we? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, no, but
Or
at the end of the day, it's his opinion, right? But I think I disagree. Like, even if sex is very, very intimate, and I feel like if we had that comfortability to have sex, then we should have that comfortability to have that conversation, Shokpe. So stop ghosting your woman. It's not good.
No, I'm not talking about me. So I like to put the average man.
Ah,
Let me explain. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. I like to put the average man into play. So in Lagos right now, in Lagos, I live in Lagos by the way. So in Lagos right now, I know or I've spoken to some people that can casually be with people and not be attached. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like they can go down and do all that. I understand your point by saying, oh, for you to be able to get down with somebody, I mean, you people have come close, but Lagos men are not like that, so my brother. So it's easier for them,
eh,
you know.
so we should promote toxicity. And this is the truth.
I'm not,
Like,
no,
we
I'm
need to
not
be
saying
open
that's
with
why
our
we're
men.
bringing. I mean, that's why we're talking about it because that has become the norm,
Wait,
which is
let me
not
not
your
even speak for
question.
the girls. Let me not speak for the girls. Let me not speak for the girls. Batuli, what do you think? Even if it's just casual, right? With these Lagos men, like that Shokpa is talking about. Do you think that if it's casual, you guys are just having sex, it was not a relationship, it was not that deep, they cannot, like, they are fine to ghost you? What do you think in that situation?
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lola, do you have anything to say? To add?
I'm sorry, I can't relate.
You can.
Oh man.
You're in the same. You're in the
Well,
same boat. Me and you.
that's
I can't. Say you're in the same boat. Now. Now.
since I was born.
Oh God.
Bro, you guys will not kill me. She can't relate, guys. Come on, please. She's still a virgin.
Yeah. Cool.
She's
It's
not
cool.
been in any casual relationship.
Well, no, I'm not sure she has been.
No, yeah, she's not. So that's why she can't relate now.
Yeah, even me too, I've not been one, so I can't relate actually. So yeah.
Ah, so that was the only two of us fought for here. Anyway, balance views, balance views.
Ah, no, it's fine. I really, I really appreciate it honestly. But like but one thing I want to move to now is the fear of commitment and how it is driving the rise of situationships. You understand? First of all, I think a lot of youth nowadays are not ready to commit to something bigger than them. When I get like the situation of marriage, because maybe with what they've seen online or the marriages of people that have broken up online and the way they drag themselves and everything. But I wanted to know, do you think fear of commitment is driving the rise of stage? So some people find themselves in situations like, like you said, like casual relationships that are meaningless. Like I don't know, you're intimate with one person, you're having feelings for another person. That one is not catching feelings for you because you're. So it's just a whole bunch of confusion. So I wanted to know, Batuli, let me go to you first. How do you gauge the fear of commitment and the rising level of situationships in relationships nowadays? Like the fear, I mean, like okay, for you to committed to mm, be in love, be in a relationship, care for each other, prioritize each other, you know, do the hard work of getting to know each other, studying the person, loving the person for who the person is, yeah. Yeah, but Chopin said previously, like there are some people that are comfortable being in a casual setting, that they don't have that feelings or emotions attached to what they're doing, and they're just in for the intimate stuff.
But don't you have any of your friends that are in this type of relationships? Ah, voila, deal. Lola, how about you? Like, are you also, like you have no fear of commitment at all, and like you don't understand where the fear comes from?
Well, I don't have fear of commitment. I think what works for me is that okay, I get to meet this person and probably okay, I see some qualities that I like. The next step for me is to okay, let's sit down. Where's this thing going to? Define this relationship. What do you want? What do I want? Is it going to work
What are
for
we?
us? And if you're headed toward, I leave the WhatsApp group.
Mm.
If you're headed towards casual, I'm sorry, I can't do this, and that works for me before because it's easy for me to, should I say, catch feelings, and I'm someone who likes to
Hmm.
look into the future a lot and see where this is going. So for me, I don't have fear, and if I don't have fears, and if I don't feel too sure about the person, we need to sit down and define where this is going to. So the future works for me, and then
Diversity. Okay, are you done? Sorry.
yes, 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 yes.
Diversity. Sorry, maybe because we're trying to. I don't want to like confuse anybody. So like maybe you can just tell us what we understand by situationships, so that everybody can have a consensus meaning as to what situationship is.
Okay, I don't know why you're asking me, but let me
No, nothing personal. It's
based
not
on
personal,
my
bro.
based on my knowledge.
They say make one of their
I
shadows speak.
call me out, but okay. Um,
They say
basically, right, I feel like relationships are just you find yourself in that situation with somebody where what you have is not really defined, right? But you guys just
Hmm.
know that you are vibing, you are having a it might be sexual, it might not be sexual, but at least feelings, no feelings, things that are there, but it's not defined. Basically, I think that's more like a good definition.
basically undefined, DG.
Okay, so now, why would like this is no shade? Though. Why would the normal person now put himself in that position where you don't understand what you are doing? It's not defined. I want to like okay, you are saying okay, like Shopper said, okay, you have no emotional attachment to this person. You guys are just like f bodies. Then you now see this person going emotionally with another person. Then you're not beefing this person for doing that because he is having something intimate with you.
You have
So
entered
why
another area. You're talking jealousy now. I
no?
think before we move
Yeah,
into that,
jealousy, but you're in a situation. You're in a situation indirectly.
it's not defined. So I get what you're trying to ask, DG. Let me speak for the Ashawos, right? Why we would do it, right? But
I,
next time,
There's
Next
no
time,
ashawo. Those people they ashawo.
next time, please bring ashawos because the girls you brought are good girls. We need balanced views, you know. So now I have to speak for them. You know, I'm not them, but I will speak for them. You know, somebody has to represent. Have the poor. You have that responsibility. So, so I think the reason why you said it was actually you said it whilst you were asking the question. You said you see someone and you want to be F body. That's why they do it. Like that's so when you want a piece of the pie, but you don't want the entire package, that's why you enter a situationship, right? Like, and a lot of people are operating from a place of lack and a place of need. Those are two different, like, there are two different things, but they work together, right? So, for example, I'm a guy growing up. I might not have all the resources, and I'm growing up in a Lagos, and I'm going to a Unilag where all these rich men are coming to pick all the girls in my course. A lot of that others can relate to that, you know. So girls I'm going for,
Preach, preach,
I'm
preach.
battling with the girl I like with the senator, you know. So that's the lack. I don't have the resources to chase after this girl, or so I think. So is the culture telling me that, you know, I need to be this, I need to be that, and I don't have those things. So that's number one. Number two, I need companionship. I need sex. People don't really need sex. What they really need is companionship, but that's a whole other topic. I'm not going to get to that right now. But I need sex. So that's the lack and that's the need. Then we now have to combine those things with the reality. The girl, what this girl is getting from a senator, you cannot give it, right? But the girl has some things that the senator too cannot. He has some needs that the senator too cannot fulfill, you know? So people are trying to close gaps that have been open in a broken market. That's what's happening. And there's so many more complex reasons for it. Religion plays a part, culture plays a part, society plays a part. But it's basically a game of lack and need, right? If human beings need something, they are going to find the best way to get it. And situationship is one of the ways we've decided in the 21st century. Because back then, bro, you reach a certain age, your papa could just tell you, this is the guy you are marrying, this is the guy you are marrying. You don't get it. You never even clock 18, 19. You don't born three picking. So that need was already closed by society at the early age. You get. But now you're 25, 26. You are still on Tinder looking for. You're on Hinge looking for. You're going out looking for, because we're not in communities and societies that are supporting people being together, especially at young ages. That's my
Also,
take.
just to jump in, right? I don't want us to feel like every situationship is a sex body relationship, right?
Is it what?
Always make it is a sex body relationship, like, oh,
Okay.
we're in a situationship, so it means we're having sex. No, I can like you, you can like me, but we might not be able to date at that moment. I'm sure you've probably even kissed somebody that was not your girlfriend. You like the person likes you, but what you guys have is not defined. That's a clear situationship. So when you come off and say, "Oh, I don't know how a normal person will be in a fuck body relationship," it doesn't always have to mean.
That normal person thing was my.
Yeah.
What he
Yeah,
said? He
I'm
said,
not
no shade, but how in a normal person?
I'm not
No
I'm talking.
insult. I'm not trying to insult anymore. But how can you be normal in the head?
No, it's not. I'm not. Actually, no insult. Actually, it's not. It's confusing because you can't say like you're emotionally attached to someone and that you don't know what you're doing. These people, we are all emotional human beings, actually.
Deji,
And
what if you like someone and the person is above your league? What if you like someone and you're not in a situation whereby you can date? What if you what if you like someone and poverty is dealing with you? Like these
let's
are
have
you
Many
have
factors.
to empathize, bro. There are many factors that might put you in a situation whereby you cannot be with someone.
a
So
shift. I understand
it's
actually.
easy to say.
Career,
No, I
religion,
understand.
genotype, different
Okay, so
things.
Exactly.
Religion. I've been with a girl that I like that said, I'm a different religion. I can't be with you, but let's just be doing things until my real husband comes.
okay.
No be situation be that. No be situation me. I will come talk. No, please.
That is
No. I have standards for myself.
That was I think she told me that.
Nah, she didn't say it as harshly as that, but that's
Continue.
basically the message, you know.
I see. I see.
Some people will
Um.
say, "My, I'm keeping my. Let's use the other one." You know, some people that's a situation. Shut up. Don't be situation be that. Some people will say one is for the Lord, why the other one we can manage for now.
I say, no, no, okay for this place. Chopper, you get into me, want to talk. Just
I mean, Chief has probably said it. It's more about need and this thing.
this
Even if you
at
look
you,
at it, is it happens everywhere, even in the workspace. In this so-called corporate
mm,
background, you want to quickly climb the ladder. There's a boss that likes you, and you just know that, oh, if I kiss his ass, I would become a manager in less
Eh,
than 3 years. Do you understand? No, when I use kiss ass in the sense that, you
mm,
have to maybe suck up
his
to the guy
his
or give
ass
in. No, no, no. I meant that literally, my bro.
the man, the man said,
is a free word. Is a free word. You know. Hey,
So, I mean, it happens a
I
lot.
support
I come
all.
from the banking world, so I see it a lot. It happens not just in the banking world, it happens all around. Even in, the open space, in the industry, for example, in the acting industry, content world, oh, before you can become somebody, you have to do one or two things, which will pay that this and not. And then the person just looks at it that it's just for to pay a price for this time, and by
Ah,
maybe
but
one year
Shokpe,
I'm
Shokpe,
out,
Shokpe, are you? That's not a good thing now.
I know, I'm not
This
saying it's
scenario you're
wrong.
describing
I'm
is
talking
not a good thing.
reality, my bro. I'm talking
Okay, you're talking
reality.
reality.
Like
Okay, okay, okay,
let's
okay,
not
okay.
shy away from it. I'm saying that that's the reality of the day. I personally, for one, it's not what I support or it's not what I am for. But I'm just saying it that that's the reality of
You're speaking
today,
for the
and it
people. It's
and
reality.
indirectly affects a lot of people because some they are
So,
victims of chances and they feel like they don't have any other way out of it. Do you understand? Like if I don't give it, or most especially in the corporate world, if I don't give it, how am I going to be like this? Or even in let's take it back to university where lecturer says you have to sleep with me before you can graduate from this school. And then the babe looks at, hey, who am I going to go and report to? Maybe the dean you are even going to report to also wants to sleep with you. Do you understand? You now look at it that, Omo, there's no way out of it to have to sleep with dean, sleep with.
mm.
Do you understand? And they
Shokpe,
give
you've
in,
taken
and
it
they don't.
far. You've taken it far. You've taken it
No,
far. You've taken it
no,
far.
The point is, you're trying
This
to
one,
get at
this one has passed situation
let
shift.
them
Wait,
that
wait, 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 wait. This one has passed situationship scope. That was we are still talking consensual. We're talking situationship. This one,
yeah,
yeah.
but
this one,
I also
this one
have
you're
to give
saying
the
is
other end,
undue.
so we see the whole thing as it is, my bro.
No, no, no. So I get that one. I get what you're trying to say, right? I get you're trying to, but I'm just saying that it's out of scope. It's no longer situationship anymore in that
Yeah,
scenario.
again.
Those ones you're not you're entering a relationship whereby you are being forced to or coerced because of life. That's different from when I need sex, you need sex, but we're not in a position to date right now. Or I need love, you need love, or we're not in a position to do that. That's a different thing. So in one,
mm,
But
in
it's not
one,
all
we
about
both want
love.
each other. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
I know, no, in one, we both want each other. In the other one,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you, but
But yeah,
I feel like I need to or I have to, and which is a real thing. So
Because
don't
of
get me
the
wrong,
end game,
boys.
because of the end game of what you're looking
I
for,
know,
which
I know, I know, I know, but it's different from a situationship. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That one is
uh,
different from a situationship. Or did you disagree?
it is, but like you said, you have to look at both sides of the coin. But like you said, it's actually undue influence. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
okay,
Yeah.
let's look at
potential.
let me paint another scenario that is in scope. Let's look at a typical Lagos
Oh,
babe. Say, oh, she
oh,
just got out of uni, came
This
from
Lagos slander that
maybe
I are doing,
Enugu.
first of all, this Lagos slander
Is
is getting too much. This for someone that's not
my
from
bro.
Lagos, this Lagos slander is getting too much. Ah,
So,
use your place
you
as
know,
example.
I'm from Lagos now, so I dey use Lagos as example.
Okay,
So
you're in Lagos boy. Okay,
let's say,
okay.
uh, you know. youth couple relocated to Lagos after NYC or what have you. She looks at her other peers and they're surviving and all of that. And you look at, you need money. But because of that need of money, you're not directly doing hookup in quotes. Do you understand? But you're just looking for, certain people certain guys you feel like, oh, let me date
Diversity.
bankers. I can, get money.
Oh, yeah, question like
Diversity, help me out. Oh. We don't enter prostitution. Help me out, diversity, Abeg. Help me explain.
No, my bro.
My
See,
God.
That's
Wow.
the
prostitution.
problem
I
is
mean, here they
we
pay
forget.
me.
No.
Girls,
So me, well,
that's prostitution you just described now.
my bro,
Okay,
well,
wait.
I think
I
it
think I
should
want to even
be,
ask
but I
the
don't
lady.
know what they call it in
That's
modern terms.
prostitution. Hook
And
up is
they
prostitution.
don't see it as that.
That's it.
guys, round up this. We need to round up this segment
I
too.
want to ask the ladies a question. Lola, about
Me
you.
too. I have a question for the ladies. Go on.
Me,
Do you
but they
feel
don't they look.
They
on what?
can't relate.
No, I think Lola should be able to speak. Lola, you're in Nigeria, right? If maybe I'm saying wrong things, please,
We don't be
I need
Lola.
you to.
Sorry, I want to hear
No,
diversity's question. What was diversity? What was
she
your
should be
question?
able to say something.
Diversity, what was your question? Diversity, what was your question?
Okay, so
You
I
want
want
to?
to ask Lola and Atsugi, right? Do you feel you've been in a situation before, right? As the name implies, situationship, where probably you like a guy, right? You guys don't know uh, what that relationship is. Or you guys like probably once in a while you hang out, you guys talk on the phone every day, you guys probably asking what movie you watch, blah 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 blah. But it's not you guys are but technically you like you're dating. Have you ever been in that and probably give us like idea of what that was like?
You can go first,
Yeah,
Martin.
fire out.
Lagos, what's happening? Why idea?
Why this standard to London boys now? What do we do you? Uh-uh. So is it London they don't have money, but Lagos they have money.
I mean,
You know.
I thought
The person saying that you they chop life. Attack him.
But you don't have to expose us like that now, but economy is hard.
very
Ah,
yeah.
They have money, but they don't like spending it on girls. Yeah.
I think the girls are spending money.
Yeah.
Now to answer diversity's question, um, I have been, but not being intimate with the person, but we were going out on dates, so spending time with each other, talking with each other. I was still a bit young, so I didn't have experience on knowing that I should define what we're doing right now. So I think when eventually I did think, oh, like what is this? Because I just assumed, oh, I guess we're together. But when I asked the guy, he was like, oh, let's just see. This favorite thing that like says, let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. And then you just keep stringing yourself along.
Yeah, that's situationship now. That is it.
Exactly, that's a
Yeah.
situation.
But again, so Shokpe, sorry, okay, Lola, please go. Actually, Lola, please go. I'm sure Lola has not been in one.
I am.
Yes, yes, yes. Finally.
Finally. Well, I have. And if there's something about me, I love clarity. So yes, at the beginning stage, we were going out, but not intimate. That's why I couldn't relate to the other one. So we're going out, something that a regular couple would do aside being intimate. We were doing all that. But at a point, I had to sit down and ask myself, where's this going? What's happening? Guys, sit down. We need to talk this out. Is this what it is? or it is not. And actually, he wanted something deeper, but because of the way it started off, I could not. It didn't end up well. Let me just put it that way.
Hope you
So
didn't
that's
ghost
it.
though.
No, I didn't ghost. Come on.
Oh,
We
the
didn't
light
ghost.
hand. The light hand.
That guy
Chuck, where you be with it?
is okay. Thank you, ladies. I'll move to the next
Sorry, before we move, Deji, one more thing. I just want to
segment.
clarify something. Sorry.
Now check. Okay.
Sorry, I just want to clarify it to be quick. I think we've identified 3 different things here, guys. I think we've identified toasting, situationship, and undue influence. And in the 3 different things, I think there are 3 different things you should do in those scenarios. Like in undue influence, if somebody is trying to coerce you, maybe it's a reporter or a boss or somebody, you need to report that to somebody. Like you need to report that. You can't let that shit go. We have a culture in Nigeria of keeping quiet all the time. So if it's any case of undue influence and someone is trying to get sex from you to use it against you, although I know Nigeria is bad, but guys, report this shit, man. Report this shit. That's number 1. Last class, if your company is not listening, take it to VDM. Second scenario is situationship, right? And I think with a situationship, I think I get it. Life could put you guys in a situation, but at the end of the day, you need to set boundaries for yourself as a person. Diversity, you might disagree with this, but I think because you're the one that pushed this scenario of like life putting you in that situation. But the truth is, even if life puts you in a situation, you can't see yourself as who you are now. You have to see yourself as who you are going to be someday. So never settle for less. Like if you really want a relationship and somebody's only giving you 1/10 of your relationship, don't settle for that shit. Go back and put in the work. And I mean, if there's free food sometimes, no, sorry, that's the devil in me talking. That's the devil in me talking. No, 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 no. You should have your standards and boundaries as a person. And I think, and then for toasting, I think that you might have to take that as a different topic. But for toasting, I think with toasting, if someone is toasting, the question is how long is toasting supposed to last? And I think it's only really girls that can answer that question.
Don't answer that question. I want to take it as a topic.
Perfect.
Ask some questions on that thing.
Yeah, how long is toasting? So when is toasting too much, And that I don't really know, So I think maybe that one we need to like toasting. Like when is it too much dates? Like when do we go to the next stage? Like when
relationship.
Yeah, dating. Like before you get to the relationship, that's late night calling you. How are you? How is breakfast? That talking stage. When does it end? When is it too much?
Don't worry. So let's leave it like that.
Let's leave it like that. Yeah, no problem.
So I wanted to now, just to end this segment. So I wanted to just find out, because we've talked about ghosting, we've talked about commitments now, situationships. Now I want to know the process of ending when real closure. For example, now you guys are in love, but let's say something genotype. You didn't find out early, but you guys are AS and SS. It cannot work. But I've bought some skits on Facebook that the girls do not agree, because like maybe they've dated for like 6-7 years, and they say like we'll born that child like that, and like I'm like saying there's no like how would I put it logical thinking at that point. So how do you now end that kind of scenario? I don't want to put it that that's the kind of scenario, and when there's no real clue, because you guys have committed, you've done the hard work, you've given, but maybe I don't know, maybe some people just forget to ask, sorry, what's your genotype? Like to know how compatible we are, because we can't be giving birth to C class and suffering the next generation for no reason. You have to give birth to your 2 kids. I'm sorry to say.
Sorry, did you say 6 years? You saw someone in a 6 years relationship. Then
Yeah.
then they discovered genotype is mixed, is bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck them kids.
God.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm sure
I'm joking. I'm joking.
that was like
That's what the lady said. The lady said we are going to get married. We're going to give birth to the kids. because like this thing, it's the guy say when I'm giving my body, I'll give you my heart, I'll give you every.
6
Who?
years. No, I don't let this 6 years be.
The question now is who will not date me after you left me for 6 years? Who will not date me? And it's not a valid question because you can find love again, but you've been so much invested in the person and you're not ready to let go of the
Yeah.
investment. That is just the. So some people find it hard to get real closure in that. And so for the ladies, how do we process endings in this kind of situation? I want you guys to put yourself in that shoe that okay, you find out that okay, at this stage, there's this big red flag that
Uh,
oh my
Especially, I want this answer to start with Lola because she's a quick run.
god, I'm on the same page, Chief. There's this big red flag that I can't ignore. If I ignore it, I'm just shooting myself in the foot. How do I process this and how do we end it that okay, there's a real closure. We cannot be enemies and go and drag ourselves online because we enter a relationship. Now we will not know peace.
6 years into the relationship, Lola, how do you deal with this?
The red flag being the genotype, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use anything in your mind.
Okay, let me do
But
genotype.
genotype is a big one.
Let me do genotype. It's a touchy one, and it's quite emotional. And I can relate to this. Not me, actually. Not me. I had a close friend of mine. She was in a relationship 7 years. Not even 6. Yes, 7.
I don't know this for 7 years. I don't know if I
Quite
do, but
good. Yes, I am saying
Wait,
this.
wait. Didn't the guy fall sick? Didn't the guy fall sick at all? And say, your sickness not too much.
Some people treat this thing so well that it's not written on their face and they don't fall sick that often. So they got to find out. I'm sure the guy didn't even know or something, but they found out that they weren't compatible. And 7 years is not beans, it's not moi moi. It was difficult, and I had to help her. She was broken. She was broken for her to get back into the dating space. Even the guy. So I can relate absolutely. It's best from the beginning. This is headed somewhere. Just do your due diligence, and it's not only on the part of genotype. There are also spiritual things included. I heard of a family that they eat lizard before their wives or even or even their daughters get to give birth. No, these are things you need to find out what the norm is in the other family. So just do your due diligence from the beginning. This is headed somewhere. Just find out and see if it's actually going to end up well. So
Batuli, we end the segment, then we'll go to the next segment, please. No, guys, you have talked enough. Batuli,
Sorry. Yeah. Again, very tough situation. But I think you have to weigh your options. Is either you're together and you decide not to have children, or you separate. Because sickle cell is a tough condition. And if
Sorry,
you don't,
sorry, Batuli, you didn't give us an answer. You just said it's either you do this or you do that.
you choose, right? Which
No,
one
what will you choose? What will you choose?
or me?
Yes.
I would probably separate. I'll be so honest. I'll probably say it will be hard, yes, but you just have to be realistic. Me, I work in healthcare already, so I've seen the type of situation how it can really affect, like even from young like children. So I feel like you have to be compassionate to your future children. And
But what God cannot do doesn't exist now.
yeah, but that doesn't mean that. But God will not
yeah,
negate the
but
No, I answered that question.
Diversity.
God cannot do what God cannot do doesn't exist, but you will not negate the responsibility in your part.
Okay.
exactly.
You have to
You know.
Have responsibility yourself,
Oh
so,
yeah.
and your partner as well. So,
Fair.
Yeah, thank you so much. But
Sorry,
so
I think my mic was off. I wanted to find out the last friend, did she break up?
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
just it.
Oh, she
They
broke
broke
up. Oh, damn.
part. So like
Sorry,
yeah,
my heart goes out to her.
So thank you so much,
If
guys.
she
We
needs
really
a shoulder to cry on.
Shall
So I want to move to the next segment. This is the penultimate segment. I titled it "New Rules, Old Arts, Vulnerability, Boundaries, and Expectations." So in
Now one segment be that.
I've been at one segment to. So how do we diversity? You are the best person that I can start this segment with.
you don't start it. Start
It's
again.
shit, bro. I appreciate your intellect, bro. That's why I'm asking you this. No, not no shade, my guy.
Oh, no panic, no panic, no panic.
So um, so how do you now navigate expressing your feelings or needs without feeling like, oh, you're too much, like you're too clingy, like you know, you get where talking stage go big. You say, this is not too much. This girl I own too much, or this guy own too much. You
Yeah,
understand? Like, how do you express your needs without like overdoing it?
okay. Can I answer now?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so for me, everything is different. I keep saying it, it's not a one size fits all kind of situation, right? Me personally, I actually like a girl that likes me, right? If you're very clingy with me, I actually like it. I don't know why. I just find it right. But in a different situation, let's say I'm a guy that I don't like that and all of that. I feel like best thing you can do is have the conversation with that person, your partner, whatever. The one question I will always ask a girl if when I'm getting to know her in terms of like I'm liking you is how do you like to be loved? Like how do you like to give love and how do you like to like receive love? Do you understand? So
Mm,
being clingy is what me I like now. Please be clingy with me. But if you don't like to be like all clingy and shit, it might be maybe words of affirmation. I know that okay, I have to always be, reassuring. I have to always be this and that. So I feel like having the conversation and like Lola said, always have clarity. Do you understand? I can't be loving you and assuming this is how you like to be loved because I've been in a situation before where this person thought this person was doing all and all, probably buying me gifts, all of that. I felt like, oh my God, I'm showing him I love him. I'm showing him. And me, I like quality time. Just come and be with me, rub my head and tell me, oh, my bobo, fine boy, all this kind of thing. They suit me. Do you understand? So I feel like have the conversation, understand what works for both of you, and take it up from there. But that's just me.
okay, so thank you. So for Lola, so now that so what was so how do you now check in with that, and what does emotional availability now look like for you? Being emotionally available in the early stages,
Sorry,
and,
can
and
you
how do you,
repeat that? I didn't get.
I said being emotionally available in the early stages of the relationship, and how do you check in with that? Like, what does that look like for you in the early stages of the relationship?
Okay, I think initially nobody wants to show that they're emotionally vulnerable. We tend to hold back on our emotions. We don't want to come off as too much.
Mm,
So when we tend to hold back and get to know the person, and then okay, this is what the person wants, and like he rightfully said, let them know, let the other person know, okay, this is what I want, and the other person should know what she also wants, and then there should be like a balance. There should be a
mm,
meeting point. I am doing this because of this person because I love this person, and the other person is doing it because of me because I love this person. So there should be that
mm.
balance, and from there, emotional balance and vulnerability can come in.
So, thank you. So Shokwe, Basili, I'll come back to you, please. Just Shokwe.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
okay, so how do you now personally balance that emotional openness with the need for boundaries? Because you don't want somebody overdoing something and it gets out of hand, and it quickly does it becomes distasteful to some
mhm.
people. So how do you now balance that with the need for boundaries in the early stages of dating and relationships?
Hmm. So I think it still boils down to communication.
Mm,
Um, I'll give an example of love bombing. So, for instance, I mean, excuse me, it's common with both parties, but guys do it more. You see a girl you like, you send out child today, send out flowers tomorrow, like that. Just, it's not like you're trying to show off. You're trying to just let the girl know that, I did for you, I did for you. And whereas on the other end, the girl doesn't like something like that. Do you understand? Like
Mm,
it becomes too much for her. Maybe she starts overthinking it and all of that. So it's I believe it's a responsibility on her own part to communicate to the guy like, okay, yes, I get that you're trying to do this. Do you understand? But this is
mm,
not like you're teaching the guy exactly how you want to be loved, but you're just trying to tell him like he's love bombing you, you should take it slow. So
yeah.
there's you're communicating to the guy and you're also, keeping your boundaries like, oh, I don't just get with a guy because he's sharing me gifts, or I'm not just going to be with this person because he just shows me he loves me. Maybe the person has to prove to you over 1 month. I mean, whatever, everybody has different, it's not a one size fit all for a relationship. Do you get? So
Yeah.
I think that's that's a perfect
Uh,
example.
Thank you. Batuli, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say or maybe ask like what you guys think. Is there anything as like too much needs or anything like that? Because I feel like when it comes to needs or what people prefer in a relationship, as Osope was saying, for someone it might be too much for them, but if you maybe then speak to someone else, that's exactly what they want. So I feel like in the beginning, maybe some people might suppress it or so on,
Mm,
but it's better just to find someone who you match with in those levels, I think.
mm. Yeah, I feel like for me personally, I will ask Chief to answer, but I feel like I think when you have the conversation early on, you understand what the other person needs. Like, was it diversity? Sorry, the diversity one that said that you should ask how you want to show love, how you want to be loved. So it depends on both parties to determine how they want the trajectory of everything to go. If you prefer this to this, you tell the other person you're seeing. You prefer it's based on those mutual understanding. I think once you guys communicate and talk properly, each person can understand where the other person is coming from and what they want from each other. Chief, do you have something to add? Because I want to ask you a question actually, but do you have something to add to that?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
But have we met before? I
I
think
don't know.
we.
I feel like your face is very familiar.
Yeah, I think we met before on like December period last year or something, or last.
Really?
I don't know. We banking. Anyway, but that's just us. I just remember your face is familiar. Um, um, I think first of all, bring back arranged marriages. That's because this talk is too much. Which one is how I receive love? How you want to be loved? Love, love, love. Like love me in the way that my head. Shut up! Everybody, shut up first. Everybody, shut up first. Ah, what are we doing here? Too much film. Okay,
God.
let me tell you why I'm ranting. Right? Because in fact, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to give you guys an example. What happens when the way I want to receive love is more than what you can give? So for example, I'm somebody that likes you posting me on social media. That's the way I like to receive love. But I'm with someone that doesn't like to post on social media. What happens?
Okay.
What happens? I'm going to ask the ladies, what happens?
Then I don't know. You're not compatible.
That's the problem.
That
Lola, what happens?
no. So because of that
Lola,
means it's not
Lola, what
compatible.
happens? Lola, what happens? Lola, this is why I said bring back arranged marriages. Lola, what happens?
There can be a compromise. What I'm
Lola, what
saying.
happens? No,
Exactly, really?
You're not
Deji, Shokpe,
Compromise.
what's the compromise in that scenario?
What else the
Who's
compromise,
this
please? I'm
person?
interested.
What's the compromise? Huh?
This person now, you won't die.
Oh, I should post the person.
No,
So that's not a
wait,
compromise. That's me going to your way.
Lola.
That's not a
Hold on.
compromise means in the middle. Compromise means in the middle.
Wait. Compromise, or also like, okay, if this would make this person happy, let me give it to this person.
That's not compromise. That is not.
No,
That is
No,
Chief,
don't,
Chief,
don't,
let's
don't.
look for another
Let her,
example. I think this is
ask
easy.
her question
No,
that
that's not a compromise. A compromise means we meet halfway. If I post you, that means I'm doing what you want. That's not a
Mm-hmm.
compromise.
Well, then
That's not a.
sit out and talk about it.
There is
she
no.
is that
There is
it's
not.
not just capitulation. What they are saying is that she doesn't like to post a guy. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But you post him. Okay. Two of you can say, okay, I think it does so that they'll not be like ambiguity that you're not dating anybody. Because everyone can just enter your DM now and say that maybe they feel like you're single, sorry. Just post me once. Let's
Once
see
in
how
a
you
while. In a while.
stand.
Compromise is
Once
a big
once in a while. Okay,
And
okay.
you post your
But
birthday,
but but sorry, what's the
just
compromise in that situation?
Oh, I was saying
post for
like
your birthday.
from not posting at all to posting a few bits, maybe that's compromising.
What if once is too much for me?
Ah,
Too
I don't know.
Too much or too small?
Too much because I'm the one that doesn't like to post, right?
Oh, okay,
So what
okay,
if
okay, okay, okay.
what if I'm a private person and once is too much for me?
I mean,
No. What's for
sorry,
you, guy?
sorry. So let me jump in on this. In as
I'm not
much as
I'm not saying I'm that person. No, I'm just trying to say because
yeah,
we
yeah,
can we
yeah,
can we have to accommodate for everybody in this conversation,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. So what if
So
once is too much for me?
Ah,
I mean, again, I think
then
the situation at hand would determine if we're talking real life situations or, for example, for example, I feel like posting on or not posting on social media is not really relevant to whether people like each other or not. That's a
I
very
agree.
minor
I
issue.
agree.
That's a
I agree.
very, very minor
But
issue.
some
So
people think
there
it's a
should
big deal,
not be.
Shokpe.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm saying. It boils down to real life issues. Oh, we live, day to day, seeing each other, doing. For example, I think um, one topic a lot of people run away from is the toilet bathroom situation. Do you understand? Something like that can be made.
which
Do
one
you
is that?
get?
Can you describe it, Shokpe, for them? I know what you're talking
Okay,
about, but describe it.
take for instance, you and your partner. Maybe your partner doesn't like to be in the bathroom with you. Do you understand? When you're having a shower, you guys are married, or okay, no, let's even say you're dating now. Let's use dating now. Some people like it, some don't like it. Do you understand? That might be a deal breaker for one or two other people. Do you get? So that kind of situation now might be major. Let me see. I'm trying to think of another one that I feel is
Sleeping in
major.
the bed alone or sleeping in separate
Okay, sleeping naked
sleeping
now. Yeah.
sleeping naked, sleeping together or sleeping separately. That's
That
another
might
big
be, do you understand? Those are I think a bit of very, very tricky situations that could be. But posting on social media, I think that's very trivial, in my own opinion.
It's,
Mm.
Shokpe, I get what you're saying, but that's to you though. Some people is a big deal to them. Some people live online. Some people are content creators, right? Some people are, and they want everything they are doing to be on social media. And some people are complete opposites. Some people don't want
Mm.
any part of their life on social media, right?
Yeah.
If those people should date, what happens? And this is where I asked you the question not because there's a right answer. I asked you guys the question to
Yeah.
show you guys that there are scenarios in a relationship whereby the love that you want is not the love I might be able to give. Or one type of love that you want is not the type of love I might be able to give.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
I feel like we have moved past being understanding in society. Like we have moved past and this is why this is why marriages don't last anymore. Because the moment somebody sees something that is not how they like it, they are willing
Helped
to say
out.
fuck this. They are willing to say
Mhm.
fuck this and I'm going. And that's why I said, and I know I don't mean bring back arranged marriages literally, right? But I mean bring back commitments. That's what I really mean. Bring back the fact that okay, there's something that this person is going to do to me that I will not like to the day I die. I would not like this thing to the day I die.
All right,
But
all right.
that's how this person is. And
Oh,
Mm.
that's the person I love. And
thank you.
I feel like that's what we need to kind of bring back. So that's kind of my answer to the question.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I just want to round up. I just have 3 questions left.
Three
So
more.
yeah, just no, 4 because we need to go to the last segment.
Where's
So
diversity?
for this
Yeah.
had to go somewhere. So we
Okay.
had that. So
Oh.
Chief, I asked and everybody also like, what's that one conversation you wish more people had early in dating? Because
What's your
it's
genotype?
eh,
What's
it's
your
not
genotype?
seeing each other and going out and going out. You guys need to talk. So that, and most people right now, the reason why most people like kind of miss it is because they don't talk anymore. Everybody's getting naked with each other. They don't. There's no conversation anymore again. So that's what that conversation you wish that more people had any dating and chief. Then I can defer to everybody. Then we can go to the next segment and that's it.
Okay, my joking answer was what's your genotype, but it's actually not a joke. It's maybe, but I don't think, I think that's too early. It's like I think the first thing that you guys should discuss, the first thing that you guys should discuss before you guys even think of starting anything is it's one between religion or culture. I think it's one between religion or culture because I feel like those are two things that people don't consider or don't take seriously until they see the repercussions in their life.
Mm.
So, religion is a big one. Do you believe in God? Do you not believe in God? I think that's a very serious one. That's one. And how do you like to serve God? Do you like Ifa or do you like this thing? And if we're going to be different, we need to understand the consequences that come with that early on, because it's a big deal. I feel like spirituality is a big part of relationships. That's one. But on the other side, I think culture is just as much. And when I mean culture, I don't mean I don't mean I don't mean how I like to eat a goosey soup, or that's not what I mean. I mean, how do I like to behave on a day-to-day basis? What are my traditions? Am I somebody that likes to be greeted in the morning? Am I someone that likes to um am I someone that likes to let me good for that good show respect in a particular type of way? Like,
Yeah.
am I someone that likes to be loved in my culture in a particular type of way? Like they say, Igbo girls love money. I don't know how true that is, but like, like those are things that we need to kind of discuss. Or what will my parents like want from you? What will my parents, based on our culture, based on where I'm from? So I feel like culture is also. I don't know which one is kind of bigger when I weigh the two of them, but I think it will be one of those things
Mm.
before
Yeah,
the biological things.
thanks. Does anybody want to say anything so I can move to the next?
I agree with that, especially for me. I think it was religion. I think I take religion more because just the fact that I didn't want to deal with consequences of dealing with two different religions. I didn't date anyone that was a different religion from me, so I'm Muslim. And then I feel like when it comes to
Oh,
hmm?
you Muslim?
Yes,
Couldn't you
Oh,
tell from the cap?
don't worry about that.
Wow, come on.
oh, fair
But
enough.
yeah,
I stereotype a lot. Sorry, I'm
so,
joking. Yeah.
so yeah, it's fine. So when it comes to culture, I feel like culture is something that you can learn, and it's part of the person that you love. So obviously, like
Mhm.
Banky now, is Yoruba culture. I'm Fulani, completely different. But again,
Okay.
learning and understanding till this day. So it's not a very quick thing. Like it's gonna be a constant thing. But because of the love for this person and the family that you want to create, you just do these type of things. Um, so I think religion is the first thing for me
Before
anyway.
culture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's thank you so much. So let's move to the last segment, and you guys have really tried. Thank you so much. So the last segment is dating with intention. Can we still find something real in this our present age? I don't want to talk about. I think we've talked about love a lot, so let's just move past that. Um, so what does dating like? How do you stay grounded in what you truly want when dating app, pushes you towards what's trendy? Like I think Chief mentioned a bit of Hinge before, and when it's once one if everything is just about algorithms nowadays with the dating apps. But I feel like the missing part is that people don't go out to speak anymore with people, and I feel like that's how we stay grounded because when you talk to people, when you communicate, and bypass the the technology of it all, and you just have a conversation with someone, you can, I think, with one or two answers someone gives you with a clear, concise question, you can determine, if this person is truly,
Yeah, body
capable of.
language, I know.
yeah, being in that kind of space with you and being intimate, or being in a relationship, most people nowadays don't have conversations, and I say that you can't have less of conversation. You have to have more and more and more. Talk about what you believe in. Talk about this. Talk about what you want to do. Talk about what your beliefs are. Talk about your future. Talk about your job. So if we talk more and we have more of these conversations within ourselves, both the female and male counterparts, then you see that yes, a lot of these issues that have been in the trendy space for so long will be something that is just bottled down to, are you sensible or not? That's just it. Are you sensible or you're not sensible? Are you ready to commit or you're not ready to commit? Are you a serious person or you're not a serious person? There's no dilly about it. It is you that yourself that will now choose, okay, I want to be on serious for this period of time. But it can backfire. Or I want to be intentional for this period of time. Or I don't want to, I just like people like, just go the route of money. I just want someone that can just spend money on me willy nilly and damn the character of the person, damn the conversation. Even if the person doesn't have one iota of sense, so if I spending money on me, I'm cool. So how do we not stay grounded in what we truly want in this day and age? Chief.
Hi. Okay. How do we stay grounded in what we want in today's day of multiple choices, multiple algorithms pushing you left and right, multiple icks? Um,
Mm,
I think I think the way you stay grounded is by it comes from within.
mm,
I think I'm going to go by myself. I'm going to go by my own dating life. I'm not going to go into the details of it, obviously, because that would be a 3-4 hour episode. But but I think for my own experience, I feel like the more in tune I was with myself, the more in tune, the better relationships I had. So
mm,
the more I knew what like
Mm.
I wanted for myself, the more I saw that, like the better I was able to choose someone that reflected that, and and not only that, the more I had conviction in my choices, right,
mm.
or in my choice, right.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of long-term relationships, and again, not everything was I broke up or I broke up. I'm an immigrant, like I left Nigeria, so that journey between start like getting a life, and then I had to uproot my life and then come here to settle. That journey, I was with a few people that I had to let go because of the circumstance at the time, right? Because of the moving and stuff like that. But I think at every point in time, right? I think whenever I entered the relationship when I was unsure of where I was in life, or when I was unsure of the kind of person I want to be, that's reflected in my partner, right? And that also reflected in the way showed love to my partner. Which when I look back, I kind of feel sorry or feel bad about because, so then again, I don't feel bad about because we learn from everything, and I don't regret any of those experiences. But at the same
Mm,
time, I understand that if I like put better boundaries and I was better disciplined when I didn't know what I wanted in life, I should have taken more time to understand myself better and to love myself before trying to look for that in a partner. So I think a lot of people are uh the reason why we are constantly searching is because we've not found ourselves yet. And I think a lot of people are trying to find something in a partner that they don't have in themselves, or they're looking for in themselves. So I feel like when you find yourself, you have conviction on type of person that you want to be with, and
mm.
and that will show in the way you also love that person.
Mm.
Oh, thank you so much. Does anybody want to say anything before I ask the last?
Okay, so to add to what Chief has said, I mean, when you find yourself, um, I think that's when you can define what you want. But also, on your part, I think you also have to be authentic in
Mm,
in the sense that you already know what you want. You're going for what you want, and you know there might be situations that might warrant you to want to turn here or there. Do you understand? But if
mm,
you're being authentic and following that goal that, okay, this is what I'm going for. I'm not saying that you can't compromise when I mean, there's some situations that might warrant you to maybe shift a little bit, but it's still along that line, if you get what I mean. Do you get? You're not allowing
Yeah.
distractions now and all of that. So I think that helps. And also, I think not, trying to find a word for it now. I think, yeah, part of that being authentic is not let's leave that. Let me know, because that might create a bit of this. Let me leave that out. But yeah, just be authentic and express your intentions directly.
No can cause wahala for us. Sorry, I remembered
Bro.
something, Deji. I remembered something, Deji, and I love that you use the word authentic, because that's a very important part. I think that's what I was really trying to say. Is when you find yourself, then you know who you are. Then you don't have to keep playing, and you can be authentic. But I actually remember the quote that I saw somewhere that really shaped my
Mm,
perspective on this, like, relationships and looking for a partner. So it really changed my perspective. They said, I can't remember who exactly said it. I think it was Jordan Peterson, or some of one of all these scholars online, and it was like, um, we're asking the wrong questions. Instead of asking, how do I find a better partner, the question is, how do I be a better partner? So you need to focus on being the best partner for someone.
Mm,
And when you are doing that, whilst you are doing that, the person that you are the best person would find you. So I
mm,
think
mm,
that really put things in perspective. That don't really worry about, does he have this, does he have this, worry about, do I have this, am I the best wife I could be, am I the best husband I could be for someone. And then when you find that, and the funniest part about life, when you find that, right, or when you're trying to be the best version of yourself, toxic people will run away from you, negativity will run away from you, people that want less will run away from you. So that is just the truth, and it might be harder because you might have less options because of that approach. But I
you
feel like
definitely
you would
get.
have the best. You get the best
mm.
thing in the long run.
Thank you so much. And so finally, finally, I think I want to ask the last question. What are you gonna ask? So if you could give one piece of advice to somebody feeling discouraged by the dating culture in this age, what would it be? I'll start with Batuli, then to Lola, then Chief, no, then Chopper, then Chief will end it. So Batuli.
I think my advice would be like going off the back of like being authentic to yourself. Don't feel like
Mm,
you have to change any standards or change any of your like your needs or things that you know that you want in a relationship for someone else, because someone
yeah.
that matches you will follow those needs like without any problem. So yeah, don't change yourself for nothing. I mean, you can compromise, but like those standards that you have, keep it, don't change it. Yeah.
Lola.
All right, my advice would be that they can still find true love, real love, but they just need to be like genuine, intentional about whatever they'll be doing. So that's
Intentional
it.
queen.
Yes, so please, clarity.
Clarity. Shakwe.
Yeah, so for me, I think, yeah, I agree with what has been said, being intentional, being authentic. But I would also say, have those difficult conversations, those things that you feel, don't assume, ask. And I feel like that will give some bit of clarity, as to the maybes in your head.
Yeah, take that step and ask questions. I like that. I like that.
So Chief.
For me, man, my own advice, Brett, you. But I'll keep it to a few words, right?
Mm,
My brother, my sister. Sorry, make I remove this to make I draw my ear for now. See, relationship is not be all and end all. Oh. Not be everybody for this life go enter relationship. You know, there are I know they always say, there's a man for every woman, there's a woman. Some people, your own work in this life is to be missionary. You don't know. You are running from God. You are jumping from freak to freak up, or to to. See, no, but don't kill yourself for relationship, guys. I think that's my biggest advice. And don't be desperate. Don't kill yourself. Don't, bro. Like all this, like you are 30, you are 40, bro. God's time is the best, bro. Like you don't know your like everybody's journey is different, you know. Nobody all of us go
Yeah.
with mama. Nobody all of us go with papa. So I'm not saying you should not want it and you should not strive for it, but don't kill yourself, man. Focus on being the best version of you. Be loving, be kind. Don't carry trauma going forward. Don't be parasocial, man. Get off social media. Get off Tinder. Get off Hinge. Those things are not good for you. I tried it when I moved here. It's not good. Meet people in real life. Smile. Be open. Be approachable. Be kind. But at the same time, be firm with your boundaries. And just be a good person, man. And if you're going to be in a relationship, fine. If you're not going to be in a relationship, fine, bro. Just live your life. At the end of the day, I feel like this relationship thing has times are hard. The economy is hard right now, man. How much is naira, you know? So focus on your hustle, man. Like, bro, if you never chop with a fine relationship, bro, focus on your hustle. Don't be against it, but at the same time, don't live or die for it. Just do your thing. There's a stat that I always want to like, especially men. Only 20% of men in history procreate. 80% of men do not have kids. Like, do not ever get to have kids. So that's a real thing. So it's a statistical there's a high chance of you never, especially as a man, you never, the odds are much higher for women are always fine because there's polygamy, there's other things, you know. But so women can decide to give birth whenever. If they say, hey, someone should come and someone should come and, there will be one stupid man ready to run, you know, to but the problems that will come after, I'm not there. But anyway, as a man, as a woman, bro, focus on yourself. Don't kill yourself for a relationship, and yeah, just don't be weird. Don't be negative. Don't be too desperate. At the end of the day, and good things will happen. That's my advice.
Thank you so much. And that's it. The end of the modern God, the modern dating
Almost,
app
it's a
thing,
madhouse.
you know, like and the new rules. You guys have been so amazing. I want to just, like thank it each and every one of you, my guests that that honor me and try to come on the podcast. We are growing, and when we are grown, you guys will still come back. And I
Appreciate.
pray we'll see each other. Then I want to appreciate Batuli, Lola, Chief of Lagos, Sope, and Diversity. You guys are awesome. You took out much of your schedule to come. It was really awesome having you guys. And like I say, you guys have an open slot anytime you want to come on. Honestly, I really enjoy having you guys come to have your views, to hear your takes, to hear your opinions, to give advice. It's been really, really wonderful, especially Chief. Chief is not that surprised because a lot of people want to hear Chief. I don't know why.
My fans, I love you. I love
Honestly,
you. All my
honestly,
fellow Ashawo, I greet you.
honestly,
Man of the people.
I speak for the masses, you know. I speak for the masses.
my God. It's been really wonderful. So thank you so much. So as we wrap the episode today, this is part 2 of the part 1. You guys should go see part 1. Chief was on it, Diversity was on it. So I needed to bring in more ladies. So the
I
good
really
ladies
appreciate hearing from Batuli and Lola. I really
are
appreciate.
Yeah.
ladies. So you see the Lola, the Mommy Gio, and Batuli, the Afa, Abi the press.
Yeah. Please, we need more Ashawo next one, no, I beg. Oh. As someone that will tackle Batuli and Lola, I can't do it from a female perspective. So we need
Don't
somebody.
mind Sorry. He said you are-
Not. This is unrelated, but sorry. Shout out to Laurie. She was on the first episode. She couldn't.
Yeah,
She couldn't make it this time. She's a DJ and this is London Carnival weekend, so it's a lot
Yeah.
of events. Right? She really wanted to, but
Yeah.
she said that she just that she's willing to be back for another episode just
Yeah,
based on
yeah.
scheduling. It's just
No.
business this period.
Actually, to be on the toasting and the wooing. Don't worry.
No worries, no worries.
So much for reminding me. Laurie too was amazing. I like for someone I've not met before, and she actually accepted to come, and her take was actually so wonderful. I
Yeah,
wish she was there. You would have loved that take also. I'm not should have been. You should have been in cahoots with you guys, but it was really nice. So thank you so much. We are navigating a world where convenience often outruns intention. So vulnerability can be risky, but like I said before, we should have conversations, talk. Like Chief said before, know your boundaries. Like Batuli said also, try to make hard time to get to know somebody you are trying to talk to. Everybody, I really, really, you know. So thanks for spending this time with us. If you found this episode helpful, share it with your friend who, you know, who is deep in the dating trenches. Like Lola said, she had a friend that broke up 7 years. Please share it with her. So that we can,
Tell her to call me, Lola.
you know,
Who says she's not
um,
looking now?
yeah, it's a growing podcast. So please share, like, subscribe, comment. We need the engagement. So you guys will help us with that. You guys are amazing. So until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you